Hello. Hello.
Hi, hey there. What's up?
Sup?
Hey, not much. What's good with you?
Yeah, the volume.
Louder?
No, I think we're good.
Cool. I'm right here. What's on your mind?
Haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah, been a minute. What's new with you?
Trying to look for some new friends in Indonesia.
Gotcha. What kind of friends you trying to meet? Like for travel, gaming, or just chill vibes?
To be honest with you, I'd like to get some, I guess, friends for subscribing to my channels.
Straight up. That's a tough one. Most people can smell when someone's just trying to get subs, and it kills the vibe quick. Real friends won't subscribe just because they're your friend. You might have better luck just meeting people first without bringing up your channel at all. Once they actually like you, then you can share what you're working on.
Come on,
Way
man.
more
Don't
natural
don't be
that way.
so uptight. Come on, bud.
Haha, alright. I'm just trying to be real with you. You want to grow your channel? Cool. But straight up, random people in Indonesia aren't going to magically subscribe just because y'all are friends. People subscribe to stuff they actually like. So what's your content about? If you tell me that, I can at least give you better advice than go make friends and hope they click subscribe.
You'd be surprised, man. I actually got 10 subscribers out of it, like, in the last, um, 2 days.
Oh, damn, 10 in 2 days. That's not nothing. Where'd you find those 10, though? Indonesia or somewhere else?
It's like on a specific website. I won't tell you about the website, but it's just, yeah, they're all from Indonesia, though.
Alright, fair enough. So you found a website that's apparently working for you. What's the actual problem then? You're trying to scale it up? Or you hitting some kind of wall now?
I wouldn't say there's a problem. I just say that it's, I just want to make you go faster. That's all.
Got it. So you're already getting results. You just want to speed it up. Honestly, the fastest way is usually finding more of wherever those 10 came from. Not trying to turn random Indonesian friends into subscribers. Same website, same method, but more volume. Or, if you actually want to grow the channel long term, start making content that Indonesians actually want to watch, in Indonesian or with Indonesian subtitles. That's a way bigger lever than trying to make more friends.
Yep.
You got any ideas on how to actually speed it up, or are you just looking for ideas?
I mean, if you don't want to call it friends, I mean, that's okay.
Look, I'm not here to judge you. You want subscribers? Cool. Call it whatever. You found a website that's giving you Indonesian subs. Just tell me what kind of content you make, and I can help you figure out how to get more of those people faster. Deal?
Yeah, it's not exactly, tailored towards Indonesian, but it's, I mean, I'm in Taiwan.
Taiwan, okay.
妹妹，
So
等一
you're
下
not even in
响的时候
Indonesia
你不要关
yourself.
掉了啊。
What's your content about? Gaming, tech, lifestyle, something else? Just give me the vibe.
I guess you could say lifestyle-ish.
Lifestyle from Taiwan aimed at Indonesians. That's actually a pretty specific angle. You talking daily life in Taiwan, food, travel tips, that kind of thing? Or more personal vlogs?
Um, yeah, I mean, personal, I guess, is okay.
Got it. Personal vlogs from Taiwan, and Indonesians are watching. So what do you think is making them subscribe? The Taiwan lifestyle, seeing a foreigner's daily life, or something else?
I just basically share my thoughts about Taiwan. I was actually thinking about subtitling in Bahasa, to be honest with you.
There you go. Subtitling in Bahasa is actually a smart move. That's probably the single highest leverage thing you could do right now. If Indonesians are already finding and subscribing without subtitles, imagine how many more would stick around if they could actually understand everything you're saying. That's a big one. You thinking of doing it manually or using auto-translate tools?
Oh, absolutely, auto-translate tools.
Smart. Here's the real talk. Auto-translate tools are decent for English to Bahasa, but they're still pretty rough on nuance. Your thoughts about Taiwan might come off a little weird or off-tone in auto Bahasa. Might be worth checking the first few videos yourself to see if the subtitles actually make sense. If they do, then yeah, go hard on it. That could easily double your conversion rate from Indonesian viewers.
Yeah, I'm not really building on sincerity, to be honest with you. I just want to like, go through as many people as possible and see which ones will actually, go on it.
Alright, let me just be straight with you. If you're just blasting auto-generated Bahasa subtitles across a bunch of people,
No, no,
hoping
no, no.
some
That's
stick,
that's not the thing. I'm just talking about like adding people, not the subtitles. It's a different topic.
got it, my bad. So we're back to adding people. You're adding Indonesians somewhere, getting some of them to subscribe. You want to speed that process up. What platform are you adding them on? Like Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or somewhere else?
No, it's a language exchange website. I won't tell you which one.
Got it. Language exchange site makes sense now. You're adding a lot of Indonesians there. Some of them check out your channel and subscribe. You want to speed up how many you can add, or how many actually follow through. The bottleneck is probably either how many people you can message per day before getting limited, or how many actually bother clicking your channels. Which one feels like the slower part for you right now?
I mean, it's not slower or not. It's just there's actually a limit. But I find that this website is pretty flexible because even if I spam like a bunch of people, it's not like limited. There's another website where if people report you, then the amount of people that you can talk to in one day is like limited. But I've had this account for a couple of years now, and I just talk to anybody anywhere. It's only now that I've gotten like a limit, not a limit, but I think it's like the maximum amount of people you can message in one day on this website is maybe 100.
Got it. So you're hitting around 100 messages a day on this language exchange site, and that's your ceiling right now. The two ways to scale from here: make your first message way more effective, so a higher percentage of those 100 actually check your channel and subscribe. Create a second account so you can double your daily volume without getting flagged. Which one are you leaning toward?
Yeah, I'm actually that might actually be a bad idea, not a bad idea, but as much as I do want to kind of spam the amount of people by doubling them, I still don't want to kind of sit on my butt and message people. And I do have a computer that's super slow too, so.
Got it. So you don't want to manually message hundreds of people every day, especially on a slow computer. That basically leaves you with two real options. Automate the messaging somehow, or switch to platforms where you don't have to message people one by one. Which direction sounds more realistic for you?
Automation is kind of like the thing where everybody's talking about right now, but I don't know like how to do that. And a lot of people on YouTube are saying, yeah, if you do this, you do that, but they're not really talking about specifics.
Real talk. Most YouTube gurus talking about automation are selling courses, not giving specifics, because actually automating on a language exchange site is usually against their rules. If you get caught using bots or scripts, you'll probably lose the account you've had for years. You okay risking that account, or you want safer ways to grow without automation?
Yeah, I think I'll probably stick to just doing it one by one for now. It doesn't really take that long, and it'll probably take like under an hour. And I mean, I think the odds are kind of with me. I'm probably around 540 subscribers right now. I need 1,000, so on YouTube or whatever.
Got it. You're at 540, need 1,000, so about 460 more. If you're already getting results with this method, just keep doing it. An hour a day isn't bad if it actually works. How many subs are you getting per day on average right now? That'll tell us how long it'll take you to hit 1K at this pace.
I'd probably say on average maybe 5, but I can't really stick around online and do this all the time.
5 subs a day is actually decent for this kind of manual grind. At that rate, you'd hit 1,000 in about 3 months if you kept it up consistently. The real problem is you can't do it every day. So maybe just set a smaller target, like 30 to 40 messages a day instead of pushing 100. Less burnout, and you still move forward. Does that feel more doable?
I mean, yeah, but I mean, what I actually really want to do is I want to start like live streaming on Kick and making money that way. But every time that I ask about it with AI, they keep pointing back to I need to funnel the people from something else like YouTube Shorts or YouTube live streams.
Real talk, the AIs are right on this one. Kick is brutal if you show up with zero audience. The platform won't push you to anyone unless you already have people watching. You've got 2 realistic paths. Grow on YouTube or TikTok first, then bring those people over to Kick. This is slower, but actually works. Start streaming on Kick right now, but accept that you'll probably be talking to 0 or 1 viewer for a long time. If you really want to make money on Kick, which one are you willing to do?
Yeah, I guess streaming to 0 people for a while, I don't really care as long as eventually 1 or 2 of them who's going to come on. So
That's actually the right mindset for Kick. Here's the practical move. Start streaming consistently on Kick, even if it's to 0 people. Pick fixed days and times, so if someone does find you, they know when you're live. While you're live, keep doing your language exchange thing at the same time. When you add Indonesians, tell them I'm live on Kick right now, and drop the link. Even if only 1 out of 50 clicks, that's still better than waiting for the platform to push you. You thinking of streaming games, just chatting, or what?
Yeah, that's another thing too, is like streaming what? Like I was actually thinking about streaming my like console games.
Okay, here's the honest truth about console streaming on Kick. It's one of the hardest ways to grow from 0. Most people who blow up on Kick are either playing trending PC games, doing IRL, or have super strong personalities in just chatting. Console streams are rough because the visuals aren't as good as PC. You can't easily show your face plus gameplay at the same time. It's very oversaturated. If you're set on console, you've got to bring something different, like playing niche games or being really entertaining while you play. Otherwise, you're just another guy streaming FIFA or COD to nobody. What console games were you thinking of playing?
Double Dragon.
Double Dragon. Real talk. That's a tough one. It's a super old retro game. The only people who actively search for Double Dragon streams are either huge retro fans or people who are already nostalgic for it. You're not going to get random Indonesians, or anyone, really, discovering you by accident while you're playing Double Dragon. If you want to stream it anyway, that's fine, but don't expect it to grow your channel. You'd honestly have better luck streaming something more current or trending. You dead set on retro games, or you open to other stuff?
I mean, can I stream using the Kick app and then like have another game on my phone? I know it's probably going to get hot if I play it like for an hour though.
Yeah, you technically can, but it's not great. The Kick mobile app is pretty bare bones. The stream quality is usually bad, and playing a game on the same phone you're streaming from makes it overheat fast and drops your frames like crazy. Most people who do mobile streaming use 2 phones, one to play, one to stream. Even then, unless you're playing a really popular mobile game, it's still hard to get viewers. You thinking of streaming mobile games instead of console now?
Yes and no. I'm not really crazy about the games anyway. Honestly, I was just streaming myself, just like hanging out in the morning. And I don't think it really caught, to be honest with you. I think probably if I showed my face more or if I was talking more, it might catch. But like right now, I think that the only thing that's really catching is when I go on YouTube Live.
Got it. So you're not actually that into gaming. You were just thinking of it as something to stream. That changes things. If your YouTube Lives are already getting some traction, then you should double down on YouTube Live, not split your energy going to Kick right now. Kick is much harder to grow on if you're doing chill, vlogging, hanging out content. YouTube actually pushes live streams to your existing subscribers and has better discovery for that style. Stick with what's already working. Why do you want to switch to Kick so bad?
I'd say probably mostly it's just the money, and you don't really need as many followers. I just had this like crazy idea between Discord, Twitch, and Kick, that I could probably make some money. But I mean, if I could do it with YouTube Live, it's much more popular, and that'd be better. But I don't really see how that's possible.
YouTube actually pays better than Kick once you're making real money. Here's the actual situation. Kick, lower requirements, but you need like 70 to 100 plus consistent viewers before you start making decent money from subs, donations. YouTube, harder to get partner, 1K subs plus 4K watch hours. But once you have it, the RPM is usually way higher. Since you're already at 540 subs and your YouTube Lives are getting some traction, you're honestly closer to making money on YouTube than starting fresh on Kick. If you want money sooner, focus on hitting that 1K subs first. Once you're monetized on YouTube, you can always stream on Kick too. Want me to tell you the fastest ways to hit 1K from where you are?
No, I think the 1K I could probably hit that by just talking to all these random people and then just saying, hey, subscribe. It's weird, like the Indonesians, they seem pretty friendly. They'll say, yeah, I'll do it. And if you like push them a little bit, because it's like just a small thing anyway, it doesn't cost them any money. Subscribing is like not really that much of a big deal.
Yeah, that makes sense. Indonesians can be pretty chill about that stuff. If the language exchange method is actually working, then honestly, just keep doing it. You're at 540, you only need 460 more. At 5 subs a day, that's like 3 months of casual work. The only thing I'd change is stop saying subscribe. Just say it once naturally and move on. When people feel pushed, even if they say yes, a lot of them don't actually do it later. You planning to keep doing this every day?
Yeah. As much as I do hear what you're saying, I think that it does work a little bit. And, the way that I look at it is these are like people that probably won't be in my life for very long anyway. So if they say yes or no, I don't really care. I just want to just go through them like water and then get to the next one.
Fair enough. If you're treating it like a pure numbers game and you're okay with that, then yeah, just keep volume up. Since you're already cool being direct with people, maybe test this. Instead of, hey, subscribe, try, check out my channel real quick. It's about life in Taiwan. One extra sentence, but it gives them a reason. Might bump your conversion rate a bit. You trying to hit that 1K in the next 2-3 months?
Something like that.
Alright, then just treat it like a job for the next 2-3 months. Set yourself a daily target, maybe 60 to 80 people instead of pushing 100. Do it consistently, don't overthink the messaging, and you'll probably hit 1K before you know it. Once you get monetized, you can decide whether you still want to keep grinding the language exchange thing or not. Sound like a plan?
So far, so good.
That's what's up. Keep at it then. Let me know when you hit that 1K, yeah?
I'm gonna try to get at it. Right now, I'm just we'll see how many people I can message today until they say stop.
Good luck today. Go get those 4. Hit me up later and let me know how many you got.
Yeah. So another thing I'm thinking about doing. This one's a little bit more of a long shot. Some guy on YouTube said that I could probably make some money by making some type of like it's like I don't know what to call it exactly, but a website that people will use a lot, like a mortgage calculator, or a website where people just want to go find like some weird websites and click on it.
Yeah, that YouTuber was probably talking about building niche tools or simple utility websites. The idea is real. If you make something useful that people actually need, like a mortgage calculator, unit converter, BMI calculator, etc., you can make money through ads once it gets traffic. But here's the honest part. It's a long game. Those sites only make decent money when they get thousands of visitors per month. Most people who try this route give up because it takes 6 to 12 months of consistent work before you see any real income. You thinking of building something like that yourself?
Yeah. Actually, that might be all right. I don't mind, like, doing it for 6 to 12 months, and you know doing a little bit of SEO, trying to do some digital marketing, because basically, really, at the end of the day, all you're doing is trying to like push your website so that it can be like in the top 10 in Google. Which, yeah, it'll take a while, but it's something.
Real talk. I respect the patience, but let's be honest about what you're getting into. Making a mortgage calculator or random utility tool is probably the worst way to do this. Those niches are insanely competitive. Big finance sites have been dominating mortgage calculator for years. You're not cracking the top 10 on Google for that. If you actually want to try this route, you need to find a much more specific, low competition problem that people search for. Something weird and targeted. You got any interests or topics you actually know something about? That'd be a much smarter place to start than random calculators.
Okay, can you give me something that I could probably? I mean, another idea that I have is probably like, oh wow, there's actually people on here. Is teaching people English. That would be kind of like more building some type of thing with AI. The other one is, a utility website. But the utility website, like, I'm an English teacher from Canada and I'm in Taiwan. I mean, people have been making websites for years. So, you know, one thing that I realize about people that try to learn English is they're all trying to learn it for free.
Got it. So, two ideas. One, something related to teaching English, helping people learn English. Two, some kind of utility website. You're right that most people want to learn English for free. That's actually the key. Here's a better angle than building another calculator. Make a very specific free English tool for Indonesians. For example, an English conversation script generator for specific situations, job interviews, ordering food, talking to foreigners, etc. Simple English phrase trainer targeted at Indonesians. Indonesian to natural English sentence converter. These are way easier to rank for than general tools, and you can make them in your niche. Which direction feels more interesting to you? The English learning tools or something totally different?
Yeah, I think probably my problem is when you said generate. That's like a really big like weird thing for me, because it means like using AI, and I think it's really hard to integrate AI. This is why I kind of gave up on trying to program with AI, because trying to integrate AI, I'm not really at that level yet, which I can take the, I don't know what the key word is or whatever, and then put in the AI, and all my AI apps didn't work anyway.
Got it. That makes sense. If integrating AI feels too complicated right now, let's keep it simple. Here's a much easier idea that fits exactly what you know. A free website with ready-made English dialogues for Indonesians, like English for ordering food in Taiwan, English for talking to your foreign boss, English phrases for making friends with foreigners. You write them yourself, since you're an English teacher, put them in nice categories, and that's it. No AI needed. Super simple to build, useful for Indonesians in Taiwan, and way easier to rank for than big tools. Would something like that feel doable for you?
Yeah, actually, that it's almost like making like an English phrase book or something, right? And I could just make it better and better. Then I try to like look for, because there's like these apps like keywords everywhere. I know that's a paid tool, but there's other websites where they like, okay, well, we're look for something that has to do with English teaching or how to learn English or blah blah blah, right? And that's basically how I guess I'm supposed to rank, is like through keywords, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You're thinking about it the right way. A simple English phrasebook website for Indonesians is actually not a bad idea, especially if you focus on very specific situations, like phrases for working in a Taiwanese factory, talking to customers in 7-Eleven, or dealing with landlords. For keywords, you're right. Instead of going after huge words like learn English, you want to target smaller, more specific ones like English phrases for Taiwan, English for Indonesian workers in Taiwan, conversational English Taiwan. Those are much easier to rank for. Would you actually enjoy making this kind of content?
Yeah,
Because that's the most important.
absolutely.
Cool.
I probably wouldn't say that I go like Indonesians like talking to people in Taiwan in English, because that doesn't even make sense, because obviously it would be better for them to talk to their bosses and their coworkers in Chinese. But yeah, about the Indonesians, I definitely think there's something there.
Yeah, you're right. That was a bad example. So let's flip it. If you're making something for Indonesians, what do Indonesians actually need English for? Common reasons. Working in tourism, hospitality, studying abroad, working at international companies in Indonesia, talking to foreigners online, taking IELTS TOEIC tests. Which one of these feels like something you could actually write good material for?
I was thinking that maybe it might be good to have like some type of like audio integration, but unless I'm using AI, I think that probably it would be a little bit cumbersome.
Yeah, you're thinking realistically. Adding real audio, your own voice, is a lot of work. Recording, editing, uploading for every phrase. That gets tiring fast. Here's my honest advice. Start without audio. Make a clean, simple website with useful phrases, plus good example sentences first. Get the content out there. See if people actually use it. If it starts getting decent traffic, then you can think about adding audio later, whether that's your voice or AI voice. Don't make it complicated before you even have the first 10 pages up. Does that sound more manageable?
Absolutely, but I think another kind of hurdle or obstacle I'm thinking about is that most people don't really like reading stuff unless they have to. Most people, like these days especially, they'd rather like watch a video about it, of which I'm trying to avoid, especially on a website, making more videos.
Got it. That's actually a very fair point. If people prefer video over reading, then building a text-heavy website might not be the best move for you. Let me ask you straight. You said you're already doing YouTube content about your thoughts on Taiwan. Would you rather put your energy into A, building a website, text-based, or B, just making more YouTube videos, but specifically short, useful English learning clips aimed at Indonesians? Because if video is what people actually want, maybe you should just double down on YouTube instead of forcing yourself to build a website.
Right, right. I think the thing I'm hesitating on about that is that just YouTube is just really competitive, and I mean I've even got this far, and I still have like some things on some other apps, like I guess last month I got like 9,800 people to look at some videos that I had on Instagram. But yeah, I just find that YouTube is like just really competitive. Maybe I'm kind of getting impatient. I have 3,700 subscribers on TikTok, but that's all like from follow, unfollow. So, I'm not really getting the traffic that I want from TikTok.
Got it. Now we're getting to the real picture. You have 540 subs on YouTube, 3,700 on TikTok.
37,000.
mostly fake from
37,000 on TikTok.
Okay, 37,000 on TikTok changes the picture a bit. You're sitting on 37k TikTok followers, but barely getting any traffic from them. That tells me your content isn't resonating with the people who followed you. So here's my direct question. Are those 37,000 followers mostly Indonesians too? And what kind of content did you post that made them follow you in the first place?
I would say probably most of them are maybe Middle Eastern and some Taiwanese, but what made them follow me in the first place is that I followed and unfollowed, if you're familiar with that type of tactic.
Yeah, I figured. So you have 37,000 followers, but most of them only followed you because you followed them first, not because they actually like your content. That's why you're getting almost no traffic. Those followers don't care about your videos. Here's the truth. You basically have to start over. Either keep using the language exchange method to slowly grind YouTube to 1K, or actually start making content that your target audience, Indonesians, would actually want to watch. Which one are you more willing to do? Because the follow-unfollow game is pretty much dead.
Yeah, that's I think that you're really spot on when it comes to that. So it's almost like when I'm on TikTok, because the people are not really resonating with my content, it's almost like they don't exist, right?
Exactly. You nailed it. Those 37,000 TikTok followers basically don't exist for you. They followed you out of politeness, or because you followed them, not because they care about what you post. So when you upload, almost none of them see it or watch it. At that point, it's almost better to have 3,000 real followers than 37,000 fake ones. So let me ask you honestly, are you willing to stop chasing random followers and actually start making content that Indonesians would want to watch? Or do you just want to keep doing the language exchange method to slowly grind out your YouTube subs?
So what am I supposed to do then?
Pick one path and go all in. Here's the simple version. Option A, faster for money. Stick to your language exchange method. Message 60 to 80 Indonesians every day. Get your YouTube to 1K subs, then start doing YouTube lives. This is slow, but you already know it works. Option B, better long term. Stop chasing random followers. Start making short, useful videos specifically for Indonesians, like things Indonesians should know before coming to Taiwan, or Indonesian food you must try in Taiwan. Make it in English with Bahasa subtitles. Which one sounds more realistic for you right now?
Yeah, that actually doesn't sound bad. I think I've been honestly struggling a little bit. I did post something yesterday on Threads, and I got like 17,000 views. But yeah, the thing that I've been kind of struggling with is probably I talk too fast when I'm in even though I subtitle my videos about Taiwan, it's like, they're not really watching it, right? I guess that I probably should subtitle for the people who I'm talking to or about, right? So if I even though I'm in Taiwan and I wanted to talk about like Indonesian people, which I haven't been to Indonesia, but it's kind of like, English teachers' view on Indonesia from, I don't know, Taiwan perspective, blah blah blah, something, and I I subtitle that in Indonesian Bahasa. Maybe there's something there.
Yeah, now you're actually thinking smart. You're right. If you're targeting Indonesians, Bahasa subtitles are basically required, not optional. Even if your English is clear, most of them will still bounce if they have to read fast English. Here's the clearer plan. Make short videos, 30 to 60 seconds, about life in Taiwan from a foreigner's perspective. Things Indonesians usually notice when they come to Taiwan. Simple cultural differences between Indonesia and Taiwan. Then subtitle everything in Bahasa. You don't need to go to Indonesia to make this content. You can talk about what you observe from Indonesians you meet in Taiwan. Would you rather make videos like that, or you still prefer just adding people one by one on the language exchange site?
No, that's right. I would be really surprised. Actually, the last time that I got like a lot of views, like 2,500 views on my long form video, was when I started doing. I guess this is being specific, but anything about that Vitali guy over in the Philippines who like got in trouble with the law, and turns out that one, I guess his co-accused or whatever, like fled over to Taiwan. So that one also got some views. I was talking about that.
Now we're getting somewhere. You got 2,500 views when you talked about something timely and a bit controversial, the Vitali situation. That proves something important. Your normal chill thoughts about Taiwan content isn't really hitting. But when you talk about something specific, current, and a little spicy, Indonesians will actually watch. So maybe instead of making generic life in Taiwan videos, you should be doing more reaction commentary videos on trending topics that Indonesians care about. You think you'd enjoy that style more?
I think I would. I mean, if I like, asked AI like what is it that Indonesians are looking at right now, and it's kind of weird. Like, why would an English teacher, you know, focus on Indonesia even though I'm in Taiwan? I mean, Taiwan has 24 million people. That's true, but the population of Indonesia is 280 million people. Also, lots of young people, very like into obviously technology. So I think that things just kind of move faster. This is why I kind of made a hard pivot to start making AI music about Indonesian Bahasa. But I started using Ditto instead of DistroKid, which was kind of weird because DistroKid is the only app that I ever used that I was making AI music and I made $1,000 off of. But I can't upload more songs because I guess my account was flagged.
Okay, now the full picture is coming together. You're basically chasing whatever might work. Language exchange for subs, random commentary videos, AI-generated Bahasa music, etc. The problem is you're all over the place. Let me be direct with you. You have two decent angles right now. One, commentary videos about trending topics Indonesians actually care about, with Bahasa subtitles. Two, AI-generated music in Bahasa. You already made $1,000 once. Everything else is just random.
Hold on.
Between
So
those two,
wait. So the songs that I actually made off of the $1,000 were on DistroKid, not on Ditto right now, but DistroKid, and I think those songs were probably in Filipino Tagalog. Yeah, I don't know why, but I feel like maybe that the Indonesian thing, I don't know, it's either the Indonesian thing or the Ditto thing, which is, I feel like it's kind of not working for me, but I need to also give it time too, right?
got it. So you made $1,000 with Tagalog AI songs on DistroKid, but now you're trying Indonesian songs on Ditto, and it's not hitting the same. Let me be straight with you. You're spreading yourself way too thin. You're doing language exchange for YouTube subs, random commentary videos, AI music in Bahasa on Ditto. That's 3 different things, 3 different audiences. The only thing that's actually made you real money so far is the Tagalog AI music. So here's my direct question. Do you want to go back to making Tagalog songs since that already worked once? Or are you fully committed to switching to Indonesian now?
I don't know necessarily. I think, and I can't really pinpoint what's going on with it, but it kind of feels like the 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 Indonesian Bahasa, like it's a bigger audience. But obviously I'm using Ditto, and does it necessarily have a different algorithm from DistroKid? I can't make another DistroKid account because apparently I can't make another account and get paid to my PayPal as well. I probably have to like make another account and then get paid to another PayPal. Blah blah blah.
complicating it and jumping around too much. Here's the clear breakdown. Indonesia versus Philippines. Indonesia is much bigger, 280 million people compared to Philippines' 115 million. In theory, Bahasa has more potential. Ditto versus DistroKid. They're pretty similar now. Both take 0% commission. DistroKid usually pays faster, sometimes weekly. Ditto is monthly with a small payout minimum. The algorithm difference isn't huge. The real difference is probably the language genre you were pushing and how much you were promoting it. Your DistroKid situation. You got flagged for uploading too much AI music too fast. That's common. Starting a brand new account just to get around it is risky. They can ban the new one too if they catch it. My honest take, pick one thing and actually stick to it for 3 months. You're currently doing language exchange spamming for YouTube subs, random commentary videos, AI music in Bahasa. That's 3 different games. Pick the one you actually enjoy the most and go hard on that. Everything else is just distraction. Which one do you actually like doing? The music or the videos?
Oh, I love for sure doing the music, and like you're saying, I think the reason why I picked Indonesian Bahasa is because I don't know, it's a bigger market. I was actually comparing Indonesia Bahasa to mainland China, and also things like Cambodia, Korean, and AI was basically saying like Korean and Chinese, it's really getting competitive with the AI scene right now. 50% of all the music in China is AI. And with Korea, the K-pop scene, even though they have 50 million people, it's like really super competitive. But like with Indonesia, basically it's all open right now.
Mike, is that okay?
Yeah, that logic makes sense on
In this
paper.
one? Sorry.
Indonesia's a huge market, almost 280 million people, mostly young, heavy streaming users. Compared to China, already over 50% AI-generated independent songs, and Korea, super competitive K-pop scene. Indonesia does feel more open right now. The problem is the execution, not the market size. You made $1,000 with Tagalog songs before. That means you found a formula that worked. Genre, style, promotion. Switching to Bahasa on Ditto and expecting the same results without changing anything else usually doesn't work. Here's the real talk. Ditto is fine for AI music. They allow it. The bigger issue is whether your songs are actually good enough for Indonesians to want to stream them repeatedly. $1,000 from Tagalog is solid. Most AI music makers make close to nothing. So if you love making music, stick with Indonesian Bahasa. But be real with yourself. Are you spending as much time making the songs catchy and well produced as you did with the Tagalog ones? Or are you just pumping out more tracks, hoping the bigger market carries you? What's your current process like for making these Bahasa songs?
So I'll go to Copilot and I'll say make me a viral song about whatever topic, and make it a Bahasa Indonesian. So they'll just pump out some lyrics, whatever. Then I'll take that same thing and I'll put it over in Gemini, and then I'll say make this song 3 minutes long. Make it no copyright, but don't say copyright. No copyright. Make it all original. Make it catchy. And give me a genre that suits it, and also give me a catchy title.
Got it. Now I see the problem. You're doing the minimum possible effort, just feeding prompts into Copilot and Gemini, and hoping it spits out a hit. That's why your Indonesian songs aren't working, while your Tagalog ones made you $1,000. The Tagalog songs probably had better prompts, better genre choices, or you actually spent time refining the lyrics and structure. Right now with Bahasa, you're basically pressing a button and uploading whatever comes out. Real talk. Indonesians can tell when the lyrics feel AI generated and soulless. The competition might be lower than Korea or China, but it's not zero. If you actually love making music, you need to put in more work than this. Would you be willing to spend more time refining the lyrics and structure? Or do you want to keep doing it this quick and dirty way?
I mean, The I think probably the problem is, I mean, even though, like, the population, there's like a huge disparity. The thing is that I know the Filipino market probably better. I don't really know anything about the Indonesian market.
There it is. That's the real problem. You understand the Filipino market, what kind of songs they like, what topics work, what style sounds good in Tagalog. You don't have that same feel for Indonesia. That's why your Tagalog songs made money and your Bahasa ones aren't. So here's the honest question. Do you want to go back to making Tagalog songs where you actually understand the market? Or are you willing to put in real effort to learn what Indonesians actually want to hear? Because trying to crack the Indonesian market with zero understanding of it is just gambling.
那是你的房间，不是我的房间，不是我用乱的，谁
Um,
用乱的？
Yeah, I think I guess you kind of hit the nail on the head. I might have to actually go back to Tagalog, even though the like you said about the amount of people. I mean, here's what I really want to do at the end of the day. I knew you said, like, 3 things or like whatever. Make AI music. Try to get as much subscribers as I can on my YouTube, so that I can, get more people on my YouTube live, and make some content that actually resonates with the people I'm adding, which in this case would be, Indonesians.
Got it. So now, let's be real with each other. You have 3 different goals, but you're only really good at one of them right now. AI music, you've already made $1,000 with Tagalog. You understand that market. Getting YouTube subs, your current method, adding Indonesians on the language exchange site, is working slowly. Making content that actually resonates, you're struggling because you don't understand Indonesians. Here's my suggestion. Focus on the Tagalog AI music for now. It's the only thing that's actually made you real money. Put your main energy there, since you actually enjoy it and you understand the market. Then, as a side thing, keep doing your language exchange method to slowly push your YouTube to 1K. Does that feel like a reasonable plan, or do you still want to force the Indonesian content, even though you don't understand the market?
No, that definitely does make sense, because I mean, eventually I want to make money like live streaming. That's why I did that whole Kick thing. But maybe I should just kind of throw away the Kick thing and then just be like, okay, if I'm going to be going live anyway, just go on YouTube and get those 1,000 subscribers, blah blah blah. The monetization thing, it's brutal. It's brutal. I've been trying to like getting this one account monetized for like 3 years, but I didn't really focus on it though.
Exactly. Now we're getting to the truth. You've been trying to get this YouTube account monetized for 3 years, but haven't actually focused on it. The language exchange method is slow, but it's the only thing that's actually getting you subscribers right now. So if your real goal is to make money from live streaming, then you need to get serious about hitting that 1,000 subs. Here's the simple decision. Either keep doing the language exchange thing consistently until you hit 1K, or accept that you're not actually that serious about monetization yet. Because right now, it sounds like you want the results without putting in the focused work. Be honest, do you actually want to get monetized? Or are you just hoping something magically works out?
Wow, yeah, that's pretty hardcore. Yeah, I do want to get monetized, because I want to be able to, go wherever I want and work wherever I want, and do this thing wherever I want. I know that most people, they don't make money off of live streaming, but I mean, I don't know if you know anything about this Ice Poseidon guy, but this guy, like, he's crazy, man. He like made like apparently he says like 100,000 or something, live streaming in Japan for like a week or 2 weeks or 3 weeks or like whatever, nonstop. And maybe I'm just almost naive enough to believe it, but and he used Kick. He didn't use YouTube. Like, it's like a modern day rock star or something. You got guys like what's his name? I Show Speed, and this guy's like got like 16 million followers, and he goes to China. People treat him like friggin' royalty.
Okay, let's be brutally honest with you. You're comparing yourself to Ice Poseidon and I Show Speed, That's like a high school basketball player watching LeBron James and thinking, I just need to play more. Those guys are extreme outliers. I show speed is an insane personality with years of perfect timing and luck. Ice Poseidon built a cult following over many years in a very specific community. Most people who try to copy their lifestyle make almost nothing. The truth is, almost nobody makes real money live streaming. The ones who do usually spend years building an audience first. If you actually want this, the path is boring. 1. Hit 1,000 subs on YouTube. 2. Start doing consistent live streams. 3. Grow slowly. The go-to random countries and blow-up thing is the exception, not the rule. Do you want me to give you a realistic plan to actually get monetized, or are you still hoping for the big viral moment?
No, I'm not. No way. I absolutely no. I don't like gambling. I don't like gambling to get this viral moment thing. So, I mean, if the brutal truth is to, actually just, grow slowly and then eventually get to the point where, I mean, I don't want to be like demonetized. That's another thing too. That's like you got all this money and maybe you make $2,000 a month and then suddenly you just get demonetized because you said a couple F words or something.
Got it. Now you're being realistic. If you don't want to gamble on virality and you want stable income, then here's the truth. YouTube is actually safer than Kick for what you want. Kick has higher payouts per viewer, but much less stability. YouTube's monetization is harder to get, but once you're in the partner program, it's harder to get completely demonetized. They're usually just yellow dollar individual videos. So if you want the slow but more stable path, here's the simple plan. Focus 100% on getting to 1,000 subs using your language exchange method. Once monetized, stream on YouTube, not Kick. Keep the streams relatively clean, especially at the beginning. You okay with that slower, more boring path?
Yeah, I think we're going to stop this here now, and I think this is probably good enough for now.